Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Owen Potato. This is Project Hospital. We're back, indeed we are, and in today's episode, it is all about the hospitalization for the general surgery department. Yes, the general surgery department. We zoned a whole bunch of rooms, not all of which we're going to build in today's episode. We're not obviously going to have 3 diagnostic units. I think that is probably severe overkill. Currently, but that's roughly what we're gonna try and accomplish in today's episode. So, before we do that, I just want to make sure that we are all up to date with all of our insurance tasks. I think honestly, we're going to be enabling hospitalization soon. So we're going to be doing that one over the course of this episode. $87,000 to do that is not very much money though, so we might need to take out a couple of loans. 80% prestige at the end of the day. Little bit ambitious, perhaps. 2,000 daily profit in internal medicine. That may very well happen today. 2,000 daily profit in orthopedic department. That might also happen today. Treat 5 patients per day at cardiology. That'll definitely happen today. So we've got that in the bank, so to speak. Or we will have that in the bank. Build and hire staff for 1 neuro exam unit. Now, if I was to build a neuro exam unit, perhaps right here, presumably in the neurology department. Yep, we can make it a 5x5 block. Right, so if we do that, and if we can do this for less than $20,000, then we are in effect going to get ourselves some extra money, which is really, really nice. Alright, so let's quickly pop this down before we get to the meat of the episode, which is, of course, as I've said, we're going to be working on the general surgery department. I'm super, super excited, by the way, because that is like hospitalization. That is like hospitalization actually working, you know? This is very, very exciting indeed. You need to go right there. Perfect. Let's whap down an office desk, because we always need one of these things right in the corner there. Just your standard sort of nonsense there. And a printer. Boom. Let's get a lab sink comfortably in there. An examination light in the top corner. An EEG. That seems like a pretty expensive bit of kit to me. And then, what is this? A mobile equipment cabinet. Cool. And then we put that on top of it. Wait, where does this go? Does this need to go on a table? I guess so. Okay, well that's fine. We can just get a lab desk down then. Where is it? Where's a lab desk? And there's 2 office desks? What is the difference? No idea. Can we not get a lab desk in this room? I guess we can't. We'll just have to go for an equipment table then. 2 equipment tables, I do believe, is what required, or what is required. There we go. Does that work? Do we need office chairs for both of these? I'm really not sure how this works. Okay, let me sort of just take a moment for this one. So this needs to be... This needs to seemingly have access on 2 different... Oh, no. On 2... Excuse me? Yeah, on 2 different sides. And I guess it won't work there. Whereas, what does this thing need? This thing just needs access... Oh, this thing also needs access, but it needs access on the front and the back rather than the 2 sides. Yikes. Okay, this is somewhat annoying. Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe that'll make it a little bit easier. Okay. So, first things first. Let's try and move this table out just a smidgen. That's not going to work. Man, this is going to be quite a tight fit actually. Okay, let's put the mobile equipment cabinet out there for now. In fact, we don't even need to use the mobile equipment cabinet. We could use the equipment cabinet. In fact, we could even make it a wall-mounted equipment cabinet, and then we could perhaps stick it over the kitchen sink or something. Yeah, there we go. Let's do that, and then let's get rid of this. And that will free up a little bit of space. And it will free up enough space, hopefully, to get this machine over here. That works, doesn't it? Do we need an office chair at both sides? Ah, okay. That makes perfect sense. Gonna put you out there, put you in the corner here, put you back over there, move you over here, move you there. This is gonna be a little bit of a tight fit. Okay, so this is a sort of brain machine that I guess the patient looks into. Totally fine. Okay, in fact, I'm gonna remove this office chair and instead put a regular old chair there. Does that make sense? Apparently not. Apparently it needs to be an office chair. Okay, apparently it needs to be an office chair. Whatever. Anyway, what's the other bit of equipment that we need? We need that, and then it looks like we're also going to need to get an office chair right there. So that setup works. It's not the prettiest of things, but it does actually work. And we did manage to do that for about 10,000, 11,000 bucks. So I'll take that. That's pretty darn good. Do we have anyone that's qualified for neurology? No, we don't. Come on, we need someone who is qualified to... No one? Still no one that is qualified for neurology. Finally, we get one person. Alright, there we go. Perfect, that gives us a 20,000 grant. Unfortunately, we spent so much on finding the perfect employee that we pretty much broke even on that. The good news is that we get access to the next objective, which is treat 5 patients per day at neurology, which we're almost certainly going to hit today. So you've kind of got to bear in mind that we probably will have more money than 86,000 in the bank today. Just a probably for that one. Anyway, let's go upstairs and let's sort of talk about what we want to do here. So the first things first is we need to basically get one of each type of unit so that we're pretty much ready to open. We're pretty much ready to open this ward. So we don't have anything downstairs. We don't have anything downstairs for the general surgery department. We've only got the common room. That's all that we've got, and that's not even really required. So that's fine. We basically just have a blank slate with which to craft our general surgery department up here, which is actually kind of exciting. I kind of like doing this. So I guess first things first, we will try and do the doctor's station. Sorry, the on-call station. We'll put down some office desks. I want the door to be over here so that the doctors can get out into the high dependency unit. Okay, something like that. Lots of computers. Lots of printers. Perfect. And some office chairs for good measure. Okay, and I think with that will be the requirements fully fulfilled. Now, I want to get doors. I want to get doors on this level. However, I want to get colored doors because, of course, this is the general surgery department, and it's actually going to make a difference. So, we'll put that door in there. Hey, I want it to be blue. Can I not choose it to be blue? Okay, I guess not. I guess we're just having white doors. There's probably some way to fix that, but I'm not going to deal with it right now. Anyway, what do we need in the nurse's station? We need a mobile meal tray. I think we'll probably try and get 2 of these. In fact, I've got a great idea. Here's my great idea. We're going to have 2 doors. We're going to have 2 doors to both the doctor's room and to the nurse's room as well. Man, sometimes I surprise even myself with coming up with great ideas. 2 stretchers chilling out around there. Wall-mounted equipment cabinet. What is cheapest? Not really sure. They're pretty much they're all pretty much the same. We'll probably just get a regular old equipment cabinet. We'll get it Or we could probably get a mobile one. Mobile one is a little bit pricier, I guess, but it's also kind of fine. Plonk you down there, plonk you down there. Do we need a printer? Do we need a printer to make this thing work? Not really, honestly. Scrub shelf contains surgical clothes. I tell you what, that would be kind of good to do, actually. Yeah. Let's put it over here. There we go. Is there anything else that we could really do? Janitor, we don't need that. Yeah, we don't need that. Glassware. Sure, we could put glassware over there. And perhaps a lab sink. Maybe we can fit in a lab sink just to... Or maybe even just a regular sink. You know, perhaps make the nurses feel like, you know, they're valued and they should have a sink. Apparently not. Apparently we can't make it fit. We could put a lab sink right in the middle, but I feel that that's probably going to be a little bit out of character. Yeah, okay, fine. I'm kind of happy with the way that that looks, actually. That's pretty darn good. It's a little bit tight, and we may need to add a couple more stretchers, but for now, it is what it is, and we're just going to roll with it. I'm conscious of the fact that we need to make sure, you know, we're not spending too much time just mucking around with you know, some requirements, which, or with some bits that aren't super essential. Yep, I know this is only sort of a station for 2 nurses at the moment, and this is a station for 4 doctors. I'm probably going to rectify that. We're probably going to have another nurse's station up here, but we're probably not going to have another doctor's station up here. Bear in mind that all of these rooms will be zoned as regular wards, so we're probably going to need a couple more nurses up here. That's fine. We'll deal with that as we go on. So, next on the list is the Diagnostic Unit. Diagnostic Unit, I do believe we do have a Diagnostic Unit downstairs. And I wonder if we were to try and copy that, if we would be able just to paste it straight in. Let's have a look. Diagnostic Unit. No. No, we're not allowed to do that. Apparently that is just absolutely out of the question. Okay, well, you know, you can't blame me for trying. Is there perhaps a prefab that's ready for a diagnostic unit anyway? General surgery office. No. Cleaning closet, on-call room. Diagnostic unit that's 8x6. That's definitely a no. That is a 6x6 diagnostic unit, and it does look kind of nice. I'm sort of the opinion that I'm not going to faff around with the looks of this building until we've got all of the required bits and bobs that we need. I.e., I would rather have functionality over looks. Let's put that over there. Firstly, we're going to need to put some big doors in. There we go. Looking pretty darn good. Let's go back to setting things up. Okay. Yeah, that dialysis machine needs to go right there. Perfect. We need an equipment cabinet that can go in the corner, and we can stick some machinery on it. We need a medical light right above it. We need a lab sink that can go right next to the door, a mobile workstation in the corner over there, an eye test poster. This really does not seem like a proper thing to have in the room, but it is what it is. That can go there. And finally, just an equipment table right there with an audio meter on top of it. There's not anything else that I really think we want to add. Maybe we could add a privacy screen. Maybe, but I'm not really that bothered, to be honest. Yeah, pretty happy with that. That looks the part, honestly. Yeah, and that's completed. That's perfect. Okay, so with that, we've got 1 on-call room, 1 nurse's station, 1 diagnostic unit. Next is the regular ward. Cool. The regular wards are right over here. This is not going to be a complicated thing. I do want to make it kind of a little bit nice. So we're going to try our best. Let's get a modern hospital bed, because I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to skimp on patient care. Bedside socket. In fact, you know what? We can actually move this whole bed back a little bit. Can we not move it back? There we go. That's fine. Let's get a sofa in here. How much is a sofa? 290 bucks. That's totally fine. We'll get a cabinet with doors right over there. We'll stick a TV on the cabinet so that everyone can be happy. And then we'll put a defib right over. Can't do it at that side. We'll need to do it at that side. There we go. And with that, I believe we actually have rather a nice room. It's still not accessible. We still need to get a door. Let's put a door with a window. I don't really want to put a door with a window. Fine. We'll put a door with a window. That is what it is. Anyway, that's probably quite an expensive regular ward, although I don't really mind. I think it's probably all right. And with that, that is another requirement. High dependency unit time. This, I suspect, will pretty much be exactly the same, but we'll probably just have a little bit more kit. That goes there. A life monitor. That needs to be up against the wall. My bad. Life monitor advanced. We don't skimp on patient care here. Defibrillator wall. Right there. A bed socket. Right above it. Bedside cabinet. Right there. We could probably just do this sort of... Do we really need a sofa and whatnot in this room? I'm not convinced that we actually do. Although it's a bit empty. It's a bit bloomin' empty. Let's do the same sort of setup that we did over here. Oxygen tank. We'll have an oxygen tank over there, just in case. Sofa over there, so if you want to have any visitors, we can have some visitors. And then let's put another door in right there. Perfect. And with that, that marks our high dependency unit. Perfect. Great. Now the big ones. Now the big expensive ones that we're moving on to. So there's the operating room, which is over here, which I am going to build, but I'm not going to build right now. There's the cardiography unit, which I am going to build now. And then we've got the sonography unit. In fact, you know what? Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's start with the sonography unit. I've already got a sonography unit downstairs. Is there any way that I could just copy that? Where is my sonography unit down here? Maybe I don't have a sonography unit. I do have a thingy unit, whatever that is, a cardiography unit. Can I perhaps see if I can copy that? I'm not super sure I'm going to be able to copy that. Nope. Prefab is not allowed at the active department. Fine. We have to build it all ourselves. That's totally fine. I can deal with this. Okay, sonography unit. Let's get cracking on this. Let's put that in there. That in there. Examination lamp, sure. Mobile equipment cabinet, right there. We need a desk. Office desk. Plonk down there. There. Disinfectant unit, sure. Printer. Just your regular sort of stuff. We still need the USG for this thing over here, and that has messed up everything. Okay, rotate that, and then put that in the required location. Okay. Shockwave therapy. Seems that we need a equipment table right here, and then we need shockwave therapy, whatever that is. No idea. And then let's also get a biohazard bin. Right there. Perfect. That's looking pretty darn nice. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, let's stick down a door. We'll just roll with a regular old white door for this. Not super bothered about that, and that should fulfill the requirement. Well, hey, that's great. So sonography unit. Now let's go to cardiography unit. I am so annoyed that I'm not able to redo this one. I wish I was. Or should I say prefab it from downstairs. If I was able to do that, that would make things a heck of a lot easier. There we go. What is the other thing that we need for this? We need an ECG on an equipment table. Beautiful. We need a biohazard bin. The door is going to be down here, by the way, just to inform you of the decision. The decision that I have made. We need a examination light. We need a lab sink. We need an office desk, which should be able to fit in right there. I think this will be fine. Indeed it will be. Perfect. Lab analyzer as well. Plonk that down. Bada bim, bada boom. Just like that, we've got that up and running. Okay, perfect. Next stage. The next stage is the big one. The next stage is the big one. And something that I have sort of thought about a little bit is that I want to zone this operating theater into these little 4 overspilling blocks. Otherwise, it'll just... Well, do I really want to do that? I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. We probably will expand the front of the hospital for now, but that probably won't be for a long, long time. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. We're just going to sort of expand and use this as the slightly larger operating room. Are there any prefabs for operating rooms? There's a 12. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? That looks gorgeous, actually. That looks really, really impressive. Let's actually do this. Yeah, I actually really, really like the look of that. Like, that looks so fancy. Man, it looks like a proper operating room. That did cost us, I mean, 25,000 bucks. But it is absolutely worth it, I think. It is a little bit larger than we anticipated. However, I think we might just survive. I am going to zone this to be slightly larger. This operating room. How big does it need to be? Whatever the size that this one was. What's the size of this one? 12. 6 by 12. Okay, fine. We'll zone this to be a 6 by 12 again, just because I really, really like that design. It looks really, really fancy, doesn't it? Looks really, really good, I think. And anyway, with that, we should have fulfilled all of the room requirements. I know we technically haven't fulfilled all of the room requirements because we're still, of course, going to need a bunch more wards that are going to need to be up and running. Not soon, but we're going to need to get them up and running in good time so that we can receive a whole bunch of patients. But we'll get to do this. We'll get to do this. We'll get to do this in the next episode, because that's going to do it for this one. It's been an important episode, this one, making sure that we get stuff built. It's really important to make sure that we're keeping up. We're keeping up with what's going on. I know we're gonna equip the staff in the next episode. Thank you for making me aware of this this shortcoming video game. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Over the Potato. This has been Project Hospital. I'll see you next time. Bye.